Hello, everyone. I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm going to do another reading. I don't know what is going to come out in this reading. What I do know is that I am asking you guys to use your discernment when you're watching these readings. When you're looking in to see if this story is yours, do not force it. Yes, we both hold both energies, light and dark, male and female, depending on which part of life you are on, if you are in survival mode or if you are just living life. We have played both karmics and not karmic in our lifetime in somebody's story. I did have a dream last night, and what I am getting from that dream is that some of the things that I have gone through recently has been a power trip to some people, a way of controlling a situation that is not to be controlled, a way of being the most powerful. And by power, I mean being able to maneuver the game pieces to where they always win. It didn't matter what lessons were not being learned, it's just the fact that a win was a must. And it didn't matter who they did it to. So, I'm not going to get too far stuck on that dream. I am going to ask the ancestors and the divine to remove any negative energy, any negative entity that is here, to only allow truthful and light in to get these messages out to the collective. I asked the ancestors to guide me in the messages, and we will go ahead and get started. I'm gonna start with the letter cards, and then we'll go from there. Alright, ancestors of my highest light, go ahead and spell it out for us. What messages do you have for the collective? brick is big. I'm hearing brick, B-R. I know I'm missing a K, B-R-I-C. The bricks thrown at the collective should be the bricks that the collective build their house with. They can take a big house. They can take whatever they want for the collective. I was a bad reputation. Sometimes the lives we live, collective, the people we hang around, control how others see us, and the reputation they build can also make us that easy target for those bricks, those rocks, those stones to be thrown. But those who live in glass houses, collective, should not throw stones, throw bricks. Sometimes, collective, some of our decisions made us the easy target. Easy if you take something instead of earn. That's what I'm hearing. Easy if you take instead of earn. Using power to control situations, to control the pieces on a board, to take things. But what if, collective, those people who are doing this don't realize that they are who they are playing with, what game they are playing, and if they are playing the wrong game? What if the game they are actually playing leaves them in a daze, leaves them dizzy, leaves them confused, leaves them coming unglued? One of my cards today came unglued, and it's the snitch card. What if everything falls apart, collective, to fall together? What if those battles you think you lost were actually wins? Perspective. What if they were wins that were set there for the ancestors to test those power seekers to try it, to take it, try it, to fall for the trap. And that trap is now leaving them. Dizzy. Yesterday, I was doing laundry and I had been up for walking around, so I didn't know why, but I started to feel really dizzy, like to the point where I had to sit down and put my foot on the ground to make myself feel that I was okay and stable. When I asked myself if this was my energy I was feeling, I heard the word no. And as I chose to release this energy, it quickly went away. What if things that were taken from you, collective, things that were done to you, were out of an emotional control? Because you, having less, still had more. What if things falling out of place are actually falling into place, like I said, and working things out for your greatest good? Why are the pictures different than the memories? Do they say 1,000 words? What do those pictures say? I know when I made this card, I made it because I was mailed pictures from my childhood. And though these pictures would say that I had a lot of fun, I went a lot of places, I know also how I felt. How I and my siblings were forced my stepmom's hand to include us. That if she could choose, she would have bypassed us all together. But locked up. Took your identity. Time changes all. And the color green. All pink cards. Let's start over. I'll just stick right here. kept those cards out. Let's get some energy on those cards. Again, the cards that fell out are all pink. Locked up. Took your identity. Time changes all. The turning of tables. The green. What are we teaching our kids? I know that when I was a kid, watching everything and going through everything I did in my childhood taught me how not to be, how not to treat children. In my dream that I had, the individual that was manipulating in a way that forced control over a situation was holding a child. And it didn't matter what, she didn't care. It was a female in my dream. What she did, what lies she had to tell. My son laughing in the back. What lies she had to tell, what person, what thing she had to take, what decisions she had to make. She did it all while her kids were watching. Your regrets will not be mine. I said in the beginning of this reading, what if things fall out of place to fall into place? What if the new life we want brings chaos and destruction? Because in order to have a new life, collective, you have to be rid of the old life. He or she is different now. If we're looking at this in the energy of the collective, those that were attacked, those that were stolen from, that were taken, that were had their identity stolen, that were locked up and caught for actions. What if we don't live in a situation that they are still trying to portray? What if they were playing a game, the wrong game, trying to take everything, only positioned them, positioned the collective for the checkmate? Wrong game. More fraud done in court. In the place that needs change, be the change. Be the light, collective. Make sure all your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted. Because sometimes the math does not equate. The evidence does not match the words. The manipulation, the pieces, aren't played on the wrong game. What if things fall apart that are meant to break you are actually the dominoes that fall that gain you the win? They give you the evidence, give you the proof that you need to take the win. Like bowling pins, they must all fall down. And everyone who was involved, the snitch, the players, are now coming unglued. Because time does change all. Tables do turn. The wheel of life keeps spinning. Living in a small town, I have learned that many of us, actually all of us, sweep the same dirt. But in sweeping the same dirt, we all go through the same things, just in different matters, go through different ways. Some of us have pull in areas where others don't. Some of us have different last names. Many of us learn this, are supposed to learn the lessons. How we handle it is the difference. We all go through the same things. We all sweep the same dirt. Whether we sweep it under the rug or out the door is the question. Whether we deal with it, face it head on, or try to go around it or try to hide it is the question. Is what makes the game interesting. And like I said, collective, a different you. There are people around you that still see you the same as the day they met you, as the decisions you made in your past. Trash digging where you don't live anymore. Utilizing the same tactics that don't bother you anymore, don't trigger you, don't scare you. Because you don't live there anymore, because you learned a lesson. And because they cannot control you, they attack you. They manipulate. They coerce. They lie. They throw stones, then hide their hands in order to make you seem the same. But in reality, it is them. Those that live in glass houses should not throw stones. How do certain people act around you, collective? I have gotten really good, personally, at reading a room. When people get quiet when I come around. How they treat you when certain other people are around. The decisions they make based on the names that they want to build. Whose peace are you keeping? I made this card both for the collective and the karmic. On the collective side, I know I personally have chose not to speak up, not to say anything, as to not stir the pot. I'm not talking about endeavors that I am doing or going for or anything like that, because I have learned to walk in silence when it comes to those situations. What I am talking about is not speaking up when somebody has wronged you and doing it the correct way, trusting that the system, even though it's broken, will eventually outline those that attacked. Now, for the karmic side of the energy of this card, I believe those that commit the act are in the same boat as those that keep silence, that know what's being done is wrong and they do nothing, that are the pawns in the schemes that make what is being done possible. Something about a nurse did it, and a creepy individual. A decision made in haste is a decision soon regretted. I have learned this lesson over and over and over again, and I finally grasped that a decision made emotionally, out of anger, without thought, without further thought, without seeing multiple sides of the situation, I have soon quickly regretted, and was then forced to experience newer levels of misery. Was forced to cover up, was forced to wear a mask. I try really hard, as I wish for the collective, to not be emotionally biased, not let your anger lead, because a decision made in haste could be the tipping point that breaks the case, that wins the game, or that loses the game. Let the bodies hit the floor. We all know the song. But like I said, those pawns that were utilized to attack the collective, to keep something hidden, to take, to steal, to evict, to hurt, to maim the collective, the undeserving collective, will all face the same demise. Differently. We are all sweeping the same floor. Karmic balance comes in many, many ways. Okay, let's get louder talk. Time changes all. I added a bunch of names to my names today. Actually, added some yesterday too, so hopefully that it brings more energy out. Okay, we're gonna pull some from the purple box. Bad things going to come, collective. Just depends on which side of the karmic balance you are on. Somebody in their 60s or born in the 60s? Get your coins. Play with your child while they are children. Don't get so wrapped up in life, in building something that you cannot take with you when you leave. Build the memories. Belt on a shelf. Don't let your child live in fear. Play with them before it's too late. Show them how to be. Build them correctly. Raise them correctly. When I was a child, there was a lot of belts not being on shelves. I wear my scars every day. One right here on my forehead. Don't teach your kids how not to be. Teach them a way of living, not surviving. Another name that doesn't belong there. Keisha. She put something in his food. Say something if it's wrong. Say something if it's right. Say something, say something, say something. We were all given a voice, and we all know right from wrong. Which side, which team do you think you want to be in when the dominoes fall, when the game ends, when checkmate happens? When the truth comes out, will you tell the truth? Or will you duck? Hair's in the way. Keep it moving. Is that your husband? The card came out. Reptilian. Bad things to come came out again. And on the back, poisoned wife, husband for life insurance. Playing for keeps, neck strain, and mind reader. There is a snitch that wants to tell the truth. That is having pains. Because somebody is playing for keeps. Somebody is trying to control every outcome. Silenced by evil. Big ass shoes to fill. Car is bugged. Somebody's car is bugged. Somebody's car is being tracked. Dangerous. Somebody knows what is coming. An energy vamp playing for keeps. Same dress, different day. Baby mama drama with a gun charge. Not again. It's a process collective. It's a process. No matter how many things have to fall out of place, it's because things change and no longer fit. Things warp. And in order to make things fit, you have to lose things. In order to gain new, you have to release old. It's a process. Do not sabotage self. Let those that attack you sabotage themselves. Do not seek vengeance. Stolen identity again. Somebody's identity was stolen. Whether that be literally somebody's identity was stolen for personal gain, or somebody wants to live the life that the collective lives, which is why they attack the collective. Ultimate price. Somebody is going to pay the ultimate price, or paid the ultimate price. Coolant. She put something in their food. Poison wife husband for life insurance. Coolant. Get one more card and then we'll pull some names. Gratitude is the best attitude. Ain't doing jack. Let's play. Let's see. We'll leave Keisha or Otler. And then, ow. Shoot. Cards fell over and this came out again. Somebody is going to be locked up for the actions that they committed. Whoa. I think that's enough. It's a lot again. Thomas Rhett, Overdrive. Okay, we'll start with Keisha. Thomas. Thomas is very significant. Oakley, Carson, Davina, Uncle Dan, an ancestor, passed over ancestor, Greasy, Ashlyn, Joan, Thomas again. Thomas is significant. Excuse me. Rena, Madrid, Rory, Montoya, Stewie, Bobby, Courtney, Leia, Nisha, and Keisha we have. Nicoletti, Dawson, Paul, Shad, Tyler, Henry, Boss Love, in the wrong box. So there's something going on with somebody's boss. Bianca, Clayton, Green. That came out twice. So green, a name, the color, is significant. Javier, Rory, Lanny, Kira, Grandma Bonnie, Gigi, Margarita, Barry, Amber Marie, May, Kylie, Grandpa Herman, a lot of passed over relatives, Molly, Orlando, Tyrannosaurus Rex, also in the box, Mateo, Katie, Grandpa Paul, another ancestor. Both my grandpas are out here. Paul is significant. Ramirez, Hawthorne, Fana, Jeff, Catherine, Rio, Tita, Clintwood, Ryan, Terrace, Jordan, Ariel, and Myers. All right. Let's go ahead and get one of these. Akashic Oracle. And we'll get one for the collective, and then I'll end that there. 50-15 on the clock tower moment happening. 555. But if I leave this world a little tune, what he'll never have. Take charge, collective. You're taking a back seat in a relationship or situation, and it may end up costing you your time, money, or opportunity. You need to step up and regain control once again. Reassess. You're being asked to take stock of your life and let go of anything or anyone that no longer makes you happy. Notice who and what brings you joy and who and what doesn't. It is time for self-cleanup. Sorry. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and end it. I hope you guys have a great day.